Good evening. It's Wednesday, September 9, 2020 here in Cebu City. I'm Cherry Ann Lim, and here's all you need to know in Newsbits tonight. Cemeteries in Cebu City will be closed from October 30 to November 3, 2020. This is to prevent mass gatherings during the All Saints and All Souls Days. Here's Chari Coronel for the details.
Cebuanos might celebrate All Saints and All Souls Days at their homes this year due to the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic. To prevent any mass gathering, cemeteries in Cebu City will be closed from October 30 to November 3, 2020. Mayor Edgardo Labella said the public have until October 29 to visit their deceased loved ones. The mayor said he decided to follow the same measure implemented in the city of Manila, which is currently under general community quarantine status. Manila City Mayor Isko Moreno has issued an executive order ordering the closure of public and private cemeteries in the city from October 31 to November 3. Labella said he is set to issue an executive order tomorrow for the guidelines on the closure of cemeteries. Cebu City is under modified GCQ until September 30. There are 23 public and private cemeteries in the city. Other local government units in Cebu have yet to decide on their plans for this year's Kalag-Kalag. Chari Coronel, Newsbits Tonight.
The Cebu South Bus Terminal on N. Bacalso Avenue in Cebu City has now resumed operations, almost 5 months after the COVID-19 pandemic forced its temporary closure. Here's Kenneth Torres for the details.
The Cebu South Bus Terminal in Atalio Bacalso Avenue, Cebu City, reopened today after it was temporarily closed for 5 months due to the spike in COVID-19 cases in the city. With its reopening, strict measures are being implemented. CSBT Manager Carmen Quijano said passengers who will not observe prescribed minimum public health standards, such as wearing of face mask and face shield, will be refused entry to the facility. The South Bus will also continue to implement the no ticket, no entry policy. To ensure the physical distancing, only 500 passengers per batch will be allowed entry to the terminal. There are also markers on the terminal's benches, foot baths at the entrance and exit, and washing area. The terminal was turned into a bagsakan center for products from Cebu province when the city was placed under enhanced community quarantine. Buses from southern Cebu were temporarily transferred to South Road properties. Now that the terminal has reopened, Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board Central Visayas Director Eduardo Montealto Jr. has mandated all Cebu interim bus service, whose current route runs from Il Corso, Cebu to IT Park, to operate back to their original route from SRP to IT Park. He reminded C-bus drivers and operators to comply with minimum health protocols set by the LTFRB. Kenneth Torres, Newsbits Tonight.
The island of Bantayan will soon have a steady supply of electricity. This after the Isla Norte Energy Corporation has provided the island's electric cooperative with emergency power supply. Here's Chari Coronel for the details.
The Isla Norte Energy Corporation, a subsidiary of Vivant Energy Corporation, has provided Bantayan Island Electric Cooperative with 3 megawatts of emergency power supply. In a statement, Vivant said Isla Norte Energy Corporation has brought generators to Bantayan Island to provide power to Banelco during a shortfall in generation on the part of Banelco's current power provider. Vivant said the generators will provide nearly half of the island's total demand. Banelco General Manager Lee Rivera said the development will address the almost daily outages the Banelco member consumers have experienced. He said the generators are not the ultimate solution, but it will greatly improve the power supply situation in Bantayan. Isla Norte Energy Corporation is also constructing a 23.3 megawatts diesel power plant that will supply the long-term total power requirement of the island. It is expected to be completed in 2021. It has been awarded a 15-year contract to supply Banelco's power requirement following a successful competitive selection process from the Department of Energy. Chari Coronel, Newsbits Tonight.
More stories in Newsbits Tonight after this short break. For the latest in sports, here's Kenneth Torres.
Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat are headed to the Eastern Conference Finals. Milwaukee Bucks Giannis Antetokounmpo, the league's reigning MVP, could only watch due to his sprained right ankle. The fifth-seeded Heat finished off an upset of the NBA's best regular season team Tuesday, topping the Milwaukee Bucks 103-94 in Game 5 of their East semifinal series. Butler and Goran Dragic each scored 17 points for the Heat, who won the series 4-1 and will face either Boston or Toronto when the NBA's Final Four gets underway next week. It is Miami's first time in the East Finals since 2014 and the first time Butler has gotten this deep in the playoffs. Jay Crowder scored 16, Tyler Herro scored 14, Bam Adebayo had 13 and Kelly Olynyk had 12 for the Heat. Chris Middleton had 23 points for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez also got 15 points and 14 rebounds. Dante DiVincenzo scored 17 points. Wesley Matthews and Marvin Williams each had 11 points, and Eric Bledsoe had 9 assists for the Bucks. The decision to not let Antetokounmpo play came down about 45 minutes before the game time. Kenneth Torres, Newsbits Tonight.
Get the latest, visit www.sunstar.com.ph. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Cherry Ann Lim. Good evening.